I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. I want to ask a question about what happened down there on Sunday at Joel Osteen's, the Lakewood Church down there in Joel Osteen. You know, that boy talk, oh, yeah, you have your best day. There was a shooting that y'all heard about that. And it's just 4 days after. I haven't said anything about it. But I do want to give some comments because I figure you'd want to hear what Pastor Manning has to think about it. Number one is that it was a Spanish service that we're having there. Spanish, it seems a little bit antique to call it. It's a Latino, man. Anyway, they call it a Spanish service. So obviously what Joel Osteen does, maybe he rents that building out in the afternoon to the Latino people in Houston. I don't know. I don't know the details of that. But the preacher that was on the stage was a Latino boy, and the people in the stage were all Latino. They didn't even have any black people in there at 3 o'clock, the 3 o'clock worship service. So maybe Osteen rents the joint out. I don't know. But it wasn't his regular 11 a.m. service. That was one of my concerns. Then the other thing is that said the woman was a 30-something-year-old woman. She came in wearing a trench coat like the boys out there in Columbine, Colorado years ago, trench coat mafia. She came in wearing a trench coat and an AR-15. Now, except for this Lauren Boebert idiot out there in Colorado and this Marjorie Taylor Greene idiot from down there in Georgia, I've never seen a woman with an AR-15. I mean, okay, an AR-15 is a pretty serious piece of machinery. You know, I mean, what woman would have a Jones to go actually, and they'd say she purchased it legally, to purchase an AR-15. And so I'm a little concerned about that. But obviously she purchased it because she wanted to do a mass shoot-up, right? She purchased it in December, right? And in January, yesterday, a couple of days ago, this woman, you'll see her right there, she goes to the Lakewood Church, and she walks in and immediately starts shooting. Now, that doesn't make very much sense. I mean, she could have walked in with a trench coat and walked down halfway the aisle who had got 1,000 people and then start shooting, and it would have been one of the mass murders like you ever seen. So I'm not sure exactly what her plans were. But the thing that troubles me about this mostly is the fact that she had some say a 7-year-old, some say a 5-year-old boy. Who goes on a shooting spree and takes a toddler with you? I mean, what? She didn't have a babysitter? What was that all about? Couldn't get anybody to babysit the boy? So she took him on a shooting spree? This don't make no sense. So I haven't figured this out. I can usually figure everything out. But the other night, I tell you what I heard the other night. I'll tell you because I figure y'all know. I'm not saying this, but I heard it from somebody else. I heard that the woman went to the church because she was angry with Joel Osteen. I heard, now this may not be true, I don't know it to be true, I heard that the 5-year-old boy was Joel Osteen's son. Yeah. And that she had been trying to get Joel to recognize that the boy is his son. And Joel had been ignoring her. And so she decided, well, I'm going to make you recognize him. There he is right there, boy. Leave him right there, Mr. in there. I heard that she went to the church to make Joel tell the world that that boy is his, that they've been having sex. And so, but leave that there, Mr. So the other day, so I heard that. I said, I don't know that to be true. Joel Osteen don't look like he got enough sense to have sex with somebody. Anyway. So, and he's such a phony too, by the way. We're going to have the best sex ever. You're going to have your best day tonight. You're going to have your best night today. You're going to have your best day tonight. All right. So so I figured, well, maybe that's true. Maybe it ain't. Maybe it is. But I started trying to deduct. I said, well, if she wanted to shoot Joel, why didn't she go to 11 o'clock service? Because Joel was home drinking a pina colada Sunday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, getting ready for the Super Bowl. So why would she shoot up the Hispanic church if she's after Joel? So that didn't make any sense, So why would she take a 5-year-old boy with her on a shooting spree? That don't make no sense. Why, if she's after Joel, if it's Joel's son, why didn't she go after Joel? That didn't make any sense. And then the other thing that happened, then the police came in. They gave these long press conferences. They have this Hamite man down there because the mayor of Houston is a Hamite. I forget his name, what his name is down there in Houston, some kind. He's a Hamite guy. He's a homosexual too, by the way. I believe the police chief is a homosexual too. Anyway, I believe Joel's a homosexual, there's 3. But at any rate, and my beliefs are always right, as you very well know. So I said, well, maybe it's just a rumor that this boy is Joel's son. But my was a nagging question: why did the police spend so much time covering? And they had several news conferences, talking about it. But Joel Osteen is a pretty powerful person politically down there in Houston. I mean, he got 45,000 members, got this mega television ministry everybody knows him around the world. He's a celebrity. So then the next day they gave an investigation, said the woman's been arrested 5 times, shoplifting, resisted arrest. I don't think she should be arrested for resisting arrest. I want to do something about that. Y'all join me, because when you resist arrest, why should you get arrested for resisting arrest? Nobody wants to be arrested. Oh, come please arrest me. Where are your handcuffs? Ooh, do you have nail polish on your handcuffs? I'm not wearing those handcuffs. If those handcuffs have been worn by black people, I will not put on the same handcuffs that you put on a black person some time ago. Resisting arrest, why? Anyway, so I'm figuring that the police are covering up for Joe. That's what I'm figuring. I figure they're covering up for him, because they know what the deal is. Just because a woman, so I'm thinking that if the woman, Joe might be, y'all remember Jimmy Swaggart? Now, I don't hate Jimmy Swaggart, but y'all remember Jimmy Swaggart used to just hang out with prostitutes. Jimmy Swaggart had a church full of women, thousands of them, on television, but when he went out looking for something, he always searched for a prostitute. Some people got crazy fetishes. So maybe Joe like a prostitute. So what the woman, obviously this woman is a prostitute. That's why she's been arrested. They don't tell you that. And maybe Joel likes, maybe Joel and Jimmy and Joel like prostitute women. What do I know? Listen, T.D. Jakes like young boys like Usher and Puff Daddy. What do I know? So maybe Joel got a thing for prostitutes. And so they tried to paint this woman as she got a criminal record, nothing major, petty stuff that would be a prostitute. But she's dead now. And not only is she dead now, but the boy that was shot in the head got a bullet in the front of his head. I don't think he's going to make it. If he does, he'll be a vegetable. So I'm just waiting. Maybe there's more. I'm not accusing Joel of having a child out of wedlock. I'm not accusing Joe of that. But something about this don't make no sense for a woman to go shoot up a church for no reason. And nobody knows why. And then they were putting out information when they finally arrested her. I mean, not arrested her, but when they finally took her down, that she had the word Palestine written on her AR-15, and they said she's a Jew. So they tried to make it look like a Palestinian revenge shooting. That didn't work either. I suspect these people are up to something. If you say, Pastor Manny, okay, we'll ask you your opinion, because your opinion is always right, Pastor Manny. You're never wrong. I say thank you. On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think, because you don't want to, you don't know for sure, you don't want to accuse somebody of something, but we'll allow you to be human about this. On a scale of 1 to 10, do you think that that's Joel Osteen's boy? And do you think that Joel Osteen has a fetish for prostitutes? He likes prostitutes the way Puff Daddy likes prostitutes. And he made that woman, Cassie Ventura, have sex with male prostitutes. Do you think that Joel Osteen, first of all, has a fetish for prostitute women? And do you think that 5-year-old boy shot in the head was Joel Osteen's son? And that woman, women don't go shooting up the way men do, but if a woman got something against you, she will come at you. So Pastor Manning, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think, and we'll listen for your opinion, and we'll sit back and wait for your opinion. But Pastor Manning, on a scale of 1 to 10, do you think those things are true? Joel Osteen has a fetish for prostitutes. Number 2, Joel Osteen, that's Joel Osteen's boy, number 3, and the woman went to shoot up the church. She just had a time, she was on drugs, and she had a time scale mixed up. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give? What number would you give? I'd give 45. No, 15. No, I'm sorry. 15. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give a 15. Mr. Engineer, take me out of this, would you please?